Hello, I'd like to share a video with regards to working on your vehicle. So sometimes you have to have your wheels off the ground, you have to get some height, so you need to lift it and secure your vehicle. So this video is going to be not so much showing you the process of how to get it in the air or even how to get it secured, but I'll show you some of the points that I used. So as you can see here, once I got it in the air, I used jack stands, and the points that I went for are: one is that rail over here. The pinch weld for lifting the vehicle is usually right here. Yeah, you can see the two notches over here. So this is where the pinch weld is, and this place is usually reinforced on the inside. See my finger right here, so that depending on the seat of your jack, the saddle of your jack, put it there and you don't damage the body. So in this case, I just didn't think this was going to work very well for the kind of seat I have on my jack stands. So after lifting it, I lifted it on the front over there, and I will show where I did that. I slid these two jack stands over here, turned them sideways, and that's where they were seated. Now on the back, you can already see where the jack is, the floor jack. I used the rear differential to lift it. And then over here, I went for the pinch weld area right here. But instead of turning it this way and damaging the pinch weld, I went for that reinforcement area, like the one I was showing over here. And that's where I have the jack stands resting on. Did the same on both sides. And for the most part, unless you're doing something very intricate with the vehicle, maybe removing an engine or something like that, it should be stable for the most part. I've spoken about this in different videos, but let's show it in this one as well. The lift point when you're using a floor jack and you want to get both front wheels in the air at the same time, it's going to be right there. Do you see that? Let's get in. Right there. So that's where I usually push the floor jack to get into. So in my mind, the video is pretty much self-standing. I've covered ground with regards to what I wanted to show you, but I'm going to put wheels back on. When lowering the vehicle, I usually like to do the rear first, because it's the inverse of what I do when raising the vehicle. I raise the front first, secure the front, and then I go to the back and raise it up. Now let's get a little closer and I'll show you how close it is and what exactly you have to do once you're here. So there is your rear differential. Now I'm doing this on, it's a surface that allows the floor jack to float a little bit. So once you start lifting it, and the vehicle starts moving forward, it starts pulling going up, and it starts pulling the jack forward, it's going to allow it to move a little bit, and you might have seen some grooves in the ground due to that. So yeah, this is pretty much it. And with the height I've lifted the front, it still allows me enough space to come here and slide the floor jack underneath and be able to see what I'm doing. So this is it. With the wheels, the rear wheels on the ground, I still have some access, and over here it's not too bad. This is what it looks like around the rear bumper area. So good amount of space, and the design of the vehicle allows us to do that. All right, cool. For the front, I'm going to aim for the middle-ish, and I can't think of a better time to show you than when I'm actually going in to get it seated. It can be a little tricky to find this with the vehicle down, but I think it helps once you know what it is exactly. You could just lift the side. I usually sometimes use scissor jacks on the side, depending on how low the vehicle is. Use scissor jacks on the pinch weld over there, lift it up, and then you can come in here and slide your floor jack a little easier. Mine is a low profile, so if you have a standard one, it might be that much harder to get to it. Or get a little ramps, drive the front wheels onto ramps, jack the front up using this center point, and then you get what I'm going for. So here what I'm doing is jacking this up, Lift it until it gets off the jack stand over there. Oh, I heard a drop. Same thing on the other side. And then go ahead, slide the jack stands out, and then lower the vehicle.